right, hey folks. So this is going to be the installation slash maintenance video. So we're just going to begin with a clean setup. You want to get to your root folder. So I'm just going to show you. For me, I want to get to this folder. So if I want to do that, I'd have to go straight to my desktop, and then from there I go to Veritas. Now that I'm on my root folder, I'm going to install my virtual environment folder. So by doing this command right here, I'll be installing my virtual environment. Then I'll be starting it by doing source.venv/bin/activate, and this essentially starts my venv folder. You should have something right here in front of your directory, a parentheses.venv closed parentheses. From there, we want to install all of these dependencies. In order to do that, we have to do pip install /-r requirements.txt. Now, since I've already have them installed, it's going to say already satisfied. So let's just clear that. But for you guys, it would be installing all of these dependencies. After that, we want to make sure that our SCIS model is downloaded. So in order to do that, we need to do this command right here. Nice. Okay, we're gonna press this. And depending on the version, for me, I'm using Python 3. You put Python 3 or Python, and you can then start the download. Now that that's downloaded, we can start to talk about the .env file. So this .env file, you create it, and here you will store your API key. Without it, you cannot run the AI analysis at all. Make sure this is secure, and make sure you don't push this into the GitHub repository. So for security, I'm not going to show the actual key, but your key should definitely be in this section right here, in that variable. All right, so we're going to start the back end. In order to do that, all we have to do is use this command right here. All right, now in order to check the health of the API and to see if the server is working without spending any quota from your Gemini or anything like that, you can use this link right here, which is just the server address right here, /health. Here you can see that the status is okay. So that means your server is up and running. All right, next we're going to actually load the extension. So how do we do that? We're gonna go to chrome.//extensions. We're gonna load unpacked. We're gonna find the root folder. So in my case, it's gonna be Veritas on my desktop. Clicking on the root folder and going to and selecting extensions. Once you have extensions selected, we are going to just reload just in case. Go to news article, pin it, that's optional, and analyze leaning. And you are all set. All right, I do want to clarify things in regards to maintenance. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. Sometimes errors happen because your SCIS isn't downloaded. Make sure for debug purposes, you remember this command right here, python-m SCIS download. This is to download the SCIS model. This is what allows for claim extraction. I also want to make sure that you have all the requirements. So in order to do that, you just do pip install -r requirements.txt, and to run the backend, make sure you have your python-m unicorn main.app --reload. Okay, so always remember you have all those commands in order for debug purposes. The backend URL is in popup.js. You can update .env anytime using your API key. Without your API key, it won't run. All right, so make sure also that you reload anytime something happens. Maybe there's an error, and every time you reinstall these dependencies, just so Veritas is up and running again like new. All right, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and I appreciate the ear.